Hello friends, welcome to my channel Master the Monster. Are you the one who think math is a monster? Are you frustrated with your heavy mathematical calculations? Are you haunted by the homeworks given by your math teacher? Are you annoyed about your mathematics exam? Now you can stop worrying. With little interest and regular practice, you can master the monster. All that you need to do is just subscribe to my channel so that you can join with me to overcome your fear for maths. Class 10 CBSE Maths Chapter 1 Real Numbers Exercise 1.4 Problem number 2. Write down the decimal expansion of those rational numbers in question 1 above which have terminating decimal expansion. So in our question number 1, we were given 10 numbers, rational numbers, and we found among those 10 numbers, these 6 numbers have a terminating decimal expansion. Now what question number 2 says is, find the decimal expansion of those terminating decimal expansions in question 1. So from question 1, we have taken the rational numbers which have terminating decimal expansions. Now we are going to find what is that decimal expansion. That's we are going to just divide the numerator and denominator and find the decimal expansion of each of these terms. Okay, I have given the link of problem 1 in the description box. You can verify that also, right? Okay, now let me start with the first subdivision. The first subdivision is 13 by 3125. Okay, now let's divide 13 by 3125. Okay, so that it's not divisible. So have a 0 in the quotient and a decimal point. Now let's include 0 here. Now still 130, we cannot divide it by 3125. So take one more 0 in the quotient. Okay, now proceed with including another 0, 1300. Again, this cannot be divided by 3125. So we put a 0 in the quotient again and include one more 0 and proceed the division. Okay, now we can divide 13,000. We get 4 in the quotient, because 3125 into 4 is 12,500. So when I subtract, the remainder is 500, which is not 0. So let me proceed with the division by including one more 0. Okay, now I get 1 in the quotient because 1 into 3125 is 3125. Now here when I subtract, it is 1875. Okay, now this number is not 0. The remainder is not 0. So we have to proceed with the division further by including a 0. So that I get 6 in the quotient because 6 into 3125 is 18,750. Therefore, my remainder is 0. So I stop the division here. So we have got the decimal expansion of 13 by 3125 to be 0.00416, which is the terminating decimal, right? This is how I am going to find the decimal expansion of all other subdivisions too. Again, subdivision is 17 by 8. Now let me divide this 17 by 8 so that I get the quotient to be 2. 2 8s are 16 and I get the remainder to be 1, which is not 0. So I proceed by including a 0 so that I have a decimal here, and 1 times it is 8. You get remainder 2, which is not 0. So again proceed division with including 0 so that I get 2 in the quotient. 2 times 8 is 16 and the remainder is 4, which is not 0. So again continue division by adding a 0. Again subdivision is 17 by 8. Now let me divide this 17 by 8 so that I get the quotient to be 2. 2 8s are 16 and I get the remainder to be 1, which is not 0. So I proceed by including a 0 so that I have a decimal here, and 1 times it is 8. You get remainder 2, which is not 0. So again proceed division with including 0 so that I get 2 in the quotient. 2 times 8 is 16 and the remainder is 4, which is not 0. So again continue division by adding a 0. Therefore I get 5 in the quotient, because 5 8s are 40, and hence I get the remainder 0. So the division ends here, and we got the decimal expansion of 17 by 8 to be 2.125. Move on to the next number. In the previous problem, third subdivision is not a terminating decimal, and next to the fourth subdivision. Okay, the fourth subdivision, the given number is 15 by 1600. So here we can cancel the common terms first. So when you cancel the common term 5 in both numerator and denominator, I get it to be 3 by 320. Now divide this 3 by 320. Okay, we cannot divide this 3 by 320. So let me take 0 in the quotient and start with the decimal points. Now include 0, still we couldn't divide. Then include one more 0, we couldn't divide. Then include one more 0. So 3000, now we can divide it by 320, so that, and for all the zeros I have included, I include 0 in the quotient also. Alright. Okay, now it is 9 times 320. 9 times 320 is 2880. So here the remainder is 120, which is not 0. So again include a 0 and proceed with the division. Therefore I get 3 times 320. 3 times 320 is 960. So that I get the remainder to be 240. So this is not 0. So again we proceed with the division by including a 0. So that I get 7 times 320. 7 times 320 is 2240. And the remainder here is 1600. And now it is 5 times 320, because 5 times 320 is 1600 and the remainder is 0. So now I stop with the division as the remainder has become 0. Therefore, the given rational number is expressed as a terminating decimal, which is 0.009375. Subdivision is 6th subdivision. 5th is not a terminating decimal. So we want to move on to the 6th subdivision. It is 23 by 2 cube into 5 square. So this is 23 by 8 into 25. That is 23 by 200. So let's divide 23 by 200. Okay, we cannot divide 23 by 200. So we have a 0 in the quotient. Have a decimal point and include 0 here. So now 1 times 200 is 200. So the remainder is 30 here, which is not 0. So include a 0 and proceed with the division. Again 1 times 200 is 200. So the remainder is 100, which is not 0. So let me have one more 0 and proceed with the division. So here 5 times 200 is 1000. So the remainder is 0. Therefore, we see that the given number, rational number 23 by 2 cube into 5 square, has a terminating decimal, which is 0.115. Subdivision 7 is non-terminating decimal. So we will move on to subdivision 8. The subdivision 8 is, the number given is 6 by 15. Here again we can cancel the common terms. Therefore we get, the common term here is 3. So it is 2 by 5. Now let me divide this 2 by 5. So cannot divide 2 by 5. Put a 0 in the numerator and start with the decimal point and proceed the division by including a 0. So that we get 4 times 5, that is 20. The remainder is 0. Therefore, 6 by 15 has a terminating decimal expansion which is 0.4. And then finally, the ninth subdivision is a terminating decimal and it is given to be 35 by 50, the number given, right? Now here again we can cancel the common term 5 in from the numerator and denominator so that I get 7 by 10. You need not itself divide, since it is divided by 10. You have to shift the decimal to one place. So automatically it becomes 0.7. Therefore the decimal expansion of 35 by 50 is 0.7. This is the ninth subdivision. And we see that the 10th subdivision is not a terminating decimal. So thus we have obtained the decimal expansions of all the numbers which we have seen to be having a terminating decimal expansion in question 1.